Lalit Modi incorrectly says that that his feed has been cut because we wouldn't want his views on the debate. In fact, it's Lalit Modi who's left the program. We would very much want him to come back if he can take the questions. Lalit Modi, you're welcome. At least you give the correct facts to all your panelists there. Anyway, while we wait for Lalit Modi to come, Atul Wasan, you made an interesting point there. You said some other players. Which other players? Which other players were you talking about? Can you elaborate?
Even in a seed envelope, there are 6 names in it.
Right.
It probably, if we, we can be hopeful that on the 7th of March, when the next hearing comes, and it's the report, the committee has mentioned that there have been wrongdoings from them, and all of them are capped players. So this is the report coming in, and I don't know what names are there. What is to be done with that? Is there an inquiry? I'm sure. I've heard there is an inquiry by various agencies into
what does it say about these capped players?
And so I think there is.
Yeah, I've been hearing this rumor, and of course it is a fact. Atul is absolutely correct that there is a sealed envelope which was handed over and which has not been made public, and who the names are and what the names are and what their status is and whether there are any owners involved in that and board officials. I'm frankly...
what does it say?
2 of them are on the current tour of New Zealand as well.
I'm absolutely
two current players on the tour of New Zealand and a total of 6 capped players accused of doing what, Atul?
I don't know. Let's wait for that envelope to be opened.
That envelope, if it's opened, I mean, you talk about Pandora's box, it will bring down Indian cricket apparently. That's what my information is.
So it should. So what? I mean,
exactly when it's going to be revealed and how it's going to be revealed is beyond me.
No, it's also going to clean up.
The point which is more, worrying me more than what happens now with Mr. Srinivasan and all that thing, guilty by association. If that is true, I'm not trying to defend it, so don't go after me immediately and don't hound me out of the show as you did with Mr. Modi. I'm just saying that by that rule...
But Mr. Modi went away from the show. Who's hounded him out? Mr. Modi went away from the show.
Srinivasan's brother should be removed as well because he's his brother. So it's like the chain goes on and on.
No. By the way,
Arnab,
I think this
Arnab,
is very serious.
One of my phrases, excuse me. One of my phrases you're putting at the bottom of the screen, which I use, pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
Another one, as far as this gentleman fleeing the studio, rats always leave the sinking ship. Okay? So that's another cliche for you.
I hope that this ship is not sinking. I just hope that we plug the leaks and make it more robust.
Believe me, this is the Titanic of world cricket. This is the Titanic of world cricket. It's hit an iceberg. And all I'd like to say is that, I would be tempted to print T-shirts and distribute them all over India. God bless you, Justice Mudgal, because this is the one gentleman that is going to save world cricket from utter disgrace. And God bless him, and I think Bishen joins me in such sentiments.
But Bishen Bedi and Kishore Bhimani, I'd also like to come to you. Don't you think? I mean, I think even if it is big names, and if it is being alleged there are 2 players who are on the New Zealand tour, big names, whatever the allegations against them are, let the names come out, right? What do you think, First, let me go to you, Kishore Bhimani. Let the big names come out. We want the big names out.
Well, Arnab, I'd like to say this. There is far too much speculation. These rumors have been circulating. We've all been privy to them. Names have been mentioned. But I am firmly of the opinion that until and unless that envelope is handed over, unless it's opened, unless there are some names in it, and unless they've got some supporting evidence that this is what has happened, I think we are just floundering in the dark. I don't think since the Azharuddin days till today, there have been no big names, if you can mention, if you can accept Srishant from this, who have nearly come out into any kind of... We have had this kind of rumor floating since the 80s.
Yeah.
And I would like to wait till whatever day it is when these things come out. But I really wouldn't like to comment on it because as a journalist, as a commentator, as a traveler with cricket for 41 years, there have been far too many
No, I think those 5 names should come out. What do you think, Bishen Bedi? I think they should come out.
Sorry, I didn't get you then.
My question, I wanted your view on whether these 5 names that Atul Wasan referred to, Mr. Bedi, should come out. In your view, I think they should. I don't think cricket lovers will be shocked. They may be grateful.
They should, but we should know the names first, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
And in fact, this is the right moment for everything that needs to come out, must come out.
Absolutely.
No, I don't agree, Arnab. You know why? Because, there's still a lot of work needs to be done to actually get more evidence. They're really involved to actually prove them. Because if names come out, we know what kind of speculation is there. And I don't want any players being hounded until there is, enough proof against them to be actually convicted, or actually the authorities going after them. So if the authorities are not going after them, then they should remain anonymous till that time when we actually have something against anybody who's indulging in malpractice.
Well, let them...
Are we talking about, Atul?
And various agencies are there. It's just not the board.
Authorities themselves...
No. I'm talking about the agencies. There's the police, there's the enforcement directorate, there are other, law enforcement agencies who must be doing whatever they're supposed to be done, because now the matter is in court. Now this committee, do you remember the earlier committee which was formed in such a hurry, and one member didn't even turn up for that committee, and everybody was given the clean sheet, and that's where the uproar started. And thankfully, we are here in a committee where everybody has faith on.
Well,
their reputation is impeccable, and they have done what they were supposed to do, and I must credit Mr. Mudgal.
Well, I don't know who those big names are. I've heard of some big names too. And I think if Mr. Srinivasan wants complete transparency, Mr. Srinivasan, declare the names of the 5 people and tell us if Atul Wasan is correct that 2 of those 5 people are currently playing on the New Zealand tour. I don't know. I'd like to know, however. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 1. And by the way, Lalit Modi didn't come back. Thanks for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.